Hello friends, again welcome to my channel. Now today we are dealing with one of the important and interesting concept about the immunology, that is the autoimmunity or the autoimmune diseases. Now, within this video we are only discussing about some basic concepts which are related with the autoimmunity. Now the first important point which is related with this autoimmunity, it is now when we are say that the concept of immunity. Now here it is the autoimmunity. Auto means the immunity against the self. Normally whenever we are considering about the immunological concept or the immune responses, within that there is the development of immune response against the foreign particles or the non-self particles. Means whenever there is the development of our immune system, at that time our immune system it is get educated to differentiate in between the self and non-self antigens. That is, in that figure we can identify that this identification of the self, it means the self markers, these are already known to our immune system. For that purpose there is no development of the immune response against the self markers. And whenever the foreign particle these are introduces, now as these are not known to our immune system, so there is the development of immune response against that. Means a self marker, it is labeled by the MHC molecules, by means of which these are not considered to be the foreign to our body. But an antigen, it is a molecule that in the immune system recognizes as a foreign or the non-self, and for that purpose there is the development of the responses or there is the destruction of that antigens. Now here means naturally our body it is not developing the immune response against the self antigens, but in case of this autoimmunity it is a problem of self and non-self discrimination. Means whenever our immune system it is unable to differentiate in between the self and non-self, in such a condition there are chances of development of these autoimmune diseases. Now commonly these autoimmunities, these are observed within the adults. Up to 5 to 7% adults, these are get affected by the autoimmune diseases. More commonly these are observed within the women, that is the 2/3 of the women, these are affected or these are suffered from the autoimmune diseases. The most common disease, it is the rheumatoid arthritis. Now there are up to the 40 different human diseases which are autoimmune in origin. Means these diseases, these are developed due to the development of immune response against the self antigens, and for that purpose there is the occurrence of such a disease. Due to that these are called as the autoimmune diseases. Now here these are the reasons or causes how there is the development of this autoimmunity, that is the genes, then the immune regulation and the environmental factors. Now within our body the genes, we know that the genes these are containing, these genes they responsible for regulating all activities of our body. No doubt the immune responses, these are also regulated at the gene level. So these genes, these are important, which are responsible for regulating the immunological activities. Then different regulatory mechanisms which are involved within the regulation of the immune responses. If these immune responses these are not properly regulated, then there are the chances for development of such type of the autoimmunity. And again there are also pairing of some of the environmental factor with these factors, which are all are get resulted within the development of autoimmune diseases. Now whenever the individual's immune system it ceases to tolerate the self antigens, means as we say that there is the no immune response against the self antigens, it means there is the self tolerance. It is called as the immunological tolerance. Our body can tolerate the presence of that antigens, it is the self tolerance. Whenever individual's immune system it ceases, means it will stop to tolerate the self antigens and responsible for developing a immune response to that antigen, it is responsible for the destruction of the tissues. It is responsible for destruction of the tissues. because these antigens, these self antigens, these are present on the surface of these tissues. So as there is the destruction of these antigens, it is get resulted within the tissue destruction. There are the 4 factors which are responsible for influencing the development of these autoimmune diseases, as the genetic, environmental, endocrine, and the psychoneuroimmunological, that is the influence of stress and the neurochemicals on the immune system. All of these factors, these are responsible for developing the autoimmune diseases. Now the tissues that is damaged will expose, means as we say that there is the destruction of the tissues whenever our body they are seizing the self tolerance, then there is the destruction of the tissues. Now whenever such type of the tissue destruction it is observed, there is the exposure of sequestered antigens towards the immune system, means those of the antigens which is not till get introduced to our immune system, such type of the antigens which are present deep within the tissues. Due to the tissue destruction, these antigens, these are get exposed to our immune system. Then the microbe antigen resembles, means if there is the resembles in between the self antigens and the microbial antigens, means if there is the observation of similarity in between the microbial antigen and the self antigens, within such a condition there may be the development of the cross reactions. Then the neuroendocrine imbalance, majorly such type of the neuroendocrine imbalances, these are observed within the females due to the sex hormones. Then there is the genetic background, it is also responsible for developing the autoimmune diseases. Specifically, there are the changes that are occur within the MHC regions. Now these MHC molecules, these are highly responsible for developing the immune response. So if some of the genetic changes, these are carried out at the genes within these MHC molecules, they are responsible for developing such type of the autoimmune diseases. Now the other mechanisms, these are due to the sensitization of cytotoxic T cells. These cytotoxic T cells, these are responsible for the destruction of the cells, and such type of the sensitization, it is caused by the altered body proteins from the antibody damage or the tissue antigen change due to the disease. Means in the diseased condition there may be the alteration within the body proteins, and in such a condition there is the sensitization of the cytotoxic T cells. It can also involve the antigens which are not previously exposed to the immune system, such as the self antigens of the thyroid gland, then the lens of the eyes and the sperm. The cross reactions can be occur if the antibodies, these are made for the foreign antigen, react with the self antigens. The example of the autoimmune diseases, these are including the rheumatic fever, Graves' disease, then the lupus erythematosus, myasthenia gravis, rheumatoid arthritis, then the glomerulonephritis. All of these are the example of autoimmune diseases. Now we are switch over to the what are the basic types of the autoimmunity or the autoimmune diseases. On the basis of the mechanism, how there is the or type of the cells which are involved within the development of that autoimmune diseases, majorly these are get categorized into the 4 different types, that is type 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Within the type 1st of the autoimmunity, the antibodies that were made in response to an infectious agent, such for example if the viruses, but these antibodies, these can attack the self due to the similarity, means though antibodies which are developed due to the similarity in between the self and the foreign antigens, that is the microbial antigens, and if instead of interacting with the viral antigens or the microbial antigens, if these are interacting with the self antigen, such type of the diseases, these are considered to be the type 1st autoimmune diseases. The example, it is the hepatitis C. These are causing the autoimmune hepatitis. Now the second type, it is the type 2 autoimmunity. Within that, the antibody reaction to the cell surface antigen with no cytotoxic destruction. Means no doubt the antibody, these are react with the cell surface antigens, but they are not showing the cytotoxic activity. They are not responsible for destructing the cells. The example, it is the Graves' disease. The antibodies which are attached to the thyroid gland cells at the TSH receptor site, and the MG antibodies, that is within the Myasthenia gravis. Means within the Graves' disease, there is the involvement of antibodies which are attached with the thyroid gland at the receptor site, and in case of the Myasthenia gravis, the antibodies, these are attached to the acetylcholine nicotinic receptors of the skeletal muscles. Now the type 3rd, within this there is the involvement of the deposition of immune complexes within the tissues, and due to the majorly commonly whenever there is the development of these immune complexes, that is the antigen antibody complexes, whenever these are formed after the destruction of the antigens, all of these complexes, these are get destroyed by the activity of the macrophage cells. They are clear all of these immune complexes which are get populated within our different body parts. But if in certain conditions, if the macrophage cells, these are incapable of removing such type of the immune complexes, and these are get deposited within the tissues, it is resulted within the inflammation. Majorly the inflammation within the joints, it is observed. The example, it is the systemic lupus erythematosus. Within that, there is the development of the antibodies for the basement membrane and the DNA of own cells. That is the RA factor, it is get developed. That is IgM binds to the IgG at the Fc receptor, and the immune complexes, these are deposited within the joints. Means it is the example of rheumatoid arthritis. Within the rheumatoid arthritis, these RA factor, these are nothing but these are the IgM antibodies which are bind with the Fc receptor of IgG antibodies, and such type of the immune complexes, these are deposited within the joints and resulted within the inflammation of joints, and it may be lead to the destruction of bone and cartilage. Now the type 4th, within this type 4th, there is the involvement of the T cells and the macrophage cells. Means it is cell mediated in origin, and majorly these are normally the T cell and the macrophage cells, these are only responsible for attacking the infected cells, but here these are attacking the normal tissues or the normal cells. Example, it is the MS, that is the myelin sheath of the nerve, these are get attacked. Then the Hashimoto's thyroiditis, within which there is the destruction of thyroid glands. Then the insulin dependent diabetes mellitus, within which there is the destruction of beta cells of the pancreatic islets. All of these are the example of type 4th autoimmunity. These all of the 4 types, that is type 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th, these are having the similarity to that of the types of the hypersensitivity reactions. Within that we know that there are the 4 types of the hypersensitivity reaction, but whenever such type of the immune responses, these are developed against the self antigens, due to that these are considered to be these 4 different types of the autoimmunity. Now normally on the basis of the pathogenic mechanism, there are the categorization of the autoimmune diseases into the 2 specific types, that is the organ specific autoimmune diseases and the systemic autoimmune diseases. Within the organ specific autoimmune diseases, these are related with the specific organs, that is this autoimmune disease, it is directed against a component of one particular organ. Example, it is the Graves' disease and the Myasthenia gravis. The systemic autoimmune diseases, within that the autoimmune diseases, it is not directed against an antigen that is present in the many different site. Means within our body at a different site there is the presence of that antigens, and it can include the involvement of different organs. Due to that it is considered to be the systemic. Example, it is the rheumatoid arthritis and the systemic lupus erythematosus. Now here within this figure we can observe there is the two types of autoimmune diseases, that is the organ specific and non-organ specific or the systemic autoimmune diseases. Now within that organ specific, it means with the which is related with the brain, it is the multiple sclerosis. Then with the thyroid gland there are the different autoimmune diseases, that is the Hashimoto's thyroiditis, then the primary myxoedema, thyrotoxicosis. With the stomach there is the pernicious anemia. Related to the adrenal glands there is the Addison's disease. Related to the pancreas there is the involvement of insulin dependent diabetes mellitus. In case of the systemic or the non-organ specific autoimmune diseases, there is the involvement of muscles, that is the dermatomyositis. With the kidney it is the systemic lupus erythematosus. With the skin there is the again involvement of the systemic lupus erythematosus, which is in related to the skin it is considered to be the scleroderma. And with the joints it is the rheumatoid arthritis. Means within our body part different joints, all of the joints of our body, these are get affected within this rheumatoid arthritis. Now what are the effects of this autoimmunity? Now the most important effect, it is the tissue destruction. Due to the destruction of the self antigen, again it is get resulted within the destruction of the tissue. In case of the diabetes, the cytotoxic lymphocytic cells, that is the cytotoxic T cells, these are destroying the insulin producing beta cells in the pancreas. Means there is the complete destruction of that cells, that is the beta cells. The another one, it is the antibodies, these are blocking the normal functions. That is antibody, whenever these are binds with that antigens, they are blocking the normal functions of that tissue antigens. For example, within the Myasthenia gravis, the antibody, these are binds with the acetylcholine receptor and they are blocking their function. Then antibodies, these are stimulate the inappropriate function. That is due to the binding of these antibodies, majorly there is alteration within the function of that hormones, which is observed within the Graves' disease. That is antibody binds with the thyroid stimulating hormone receptor and they are mimics the thyroid stimulating hormone. They are changing the function of this thyroid stimulating hormone. They are activates the unregulated thyroid hormone production. Normally there is the regulatory production of this hormone, but due to the binding of the antibodies, majorly they are activating the unregulated thyroid hormone production. Then the antigen antibody complexes, these are affect the functions, which is observed in case of the rheumatoid arthritis. That is the IgM specific for Fc portion of IgG, and there is the deposition of the immune complexes within the joints, which resulted within the inflammation. Now the causes of autoimmunity, that is the release of appropriate antigens, that is the sequestered antigens due to the tissue damage. The smoking can trigger the Goodpasture syndrome. Then the alveolar basement membrane normally not exposed to the immune system, which is get exposed due to the destruction. The smoking damages the alveoli and exposes the collagen, which is again get resulted within the development of these autoimmune diseases. Then anti-collagen antigen damages the lung and kidneys. Anti-sperm antibody produced in the some men after the vasectomy. Then the injection of myelin basic protein MBP, it produces the MS like EAE in the mice. Now the mechanism of autoimmunity, that is the antigen release from the hidden location, that is the exposure of the sequestered antigen. Antigen generated by the molecular changes due to some of the alterations which are occurred within the surface antigens. Then the molecular mimicry, then alteration within the antigen processing, infection and the genetic factors. Then again it involves the abnormalities within the lymphocytes, which are the major sources for developing the immune responses. If these are not properly functioning, it is resulted within the autoimmunity. Then the failure of central tolerance, as the means the self tolerance, the T cells which are responsible for get educated in between the self and differentiation in between self and non-self antigens, means whenever these are get educated within the primary lymphoid organ, the tolerance which is developed within that, it is called as the central tolerance. There is the failure of central tolerance, it is get resulted within the autoimmunity. Or there is the overcome of peripheral tolerance, the self tolerance which is developed within the peripheral lymphoid tissues, that is the secondary lymphoid organ. And the polyclonal lymphocyte activation, the different clones of the lymphocytes, whenever these are get activated, all of these are resulted within the autoimmunity. Now the antigen released from the hidden location, many self antigens, these are found within the hidden location, that is the central nervous system, testes, eye, all of these sites, these are containing the hidden antigens. Due to the organ damage, there is the release of these hidden antigens, and these are reaches to the bloodstream. Then these are encountered by the antigen sensitive cells, that is the antigen presenting cells, and these are responsible for stimulating the autoimmunity. Now the development of completely new epitopes on the normal protein, means here there is the antigens which are generated by the molecular changes, the antibody antigen complexes, then the new epitopes, these are exposed onto the Fc region of antibody, and these are stimulating the formation of rheumatoid factor. Then the establishment of disease like that of the rheumatoid arthritis and the systemic lupus erythematosus due to the alteration within the self antigens. Then the molecular mimicry, the sharing of epitopes between the infectious agent and its host, means if there are the similarity between the antigen structure of the microorganisms, that is the infectious agent, and our self antigens, due to that similarity it resulted within the cross reaction, means instead of interacting with the antigen of the infectious agent, the synthesized antibodies may interact with the self antigens, which triggers the autoimmunity. Then there may be the alteration within the antigen processing. The T lymphocytic cells may be failed to develop the tolerance to and self antigens, and it is not efficiently procured. If something happens to improve the processing, and autoimmune diseases may be triggered. Means due to the improper processing, if all of the self antigens these are not exposed to the T cells, then in such a conditions there may be the, means due to this improper antigen processing, there may be the development of the or failure of the central tolerance. Majorly it is happen at the site of inflammation resulting in the modified antibodies, that is the thyrotoxicosis and the diabetes. Now the autoimmunity, it may be due to the infectious agent itself, but result from the dysregulation of the host immune response by the microbes, that is due to the polyclonal lymphocyte activation or the enhanced stimulation of the co-stimulators, or alteration of the self antigens, that is the cross-reactive neoantigens. Now the genetic factors, these are including the important genes that regulate the development of autoimmunity are located within the MHC molecule. If there is somewhat alteration or mutation within these may be resulted within the autoimmunity. MHC have got a critical role in the maturation of T cell and induction of the immune response. The MHC class second genes, these are directly responsible for the autoantigen processing and presentation. Due to that, if there is improper functioning of these MHC second molecules, there may be the development of the immune response against the self antigens, that is the failure of central tolerance. The structure of antigen binding groove will determine if specific antigen will be trigger and a response. It is observed within the diabetes mellitus within the dogs. Majorly there are the different sites or loci, these are present within the genes of this MHC molecule, which are responsible for triggering such type of the autoimmune diseases, that is the DLA A3, A7, A10 and DLA B4. Within the systemic lupus erythematosus there is the involvement of DLA A7 part of the MHC molecule, and within the polyarthritis there is the involvement of again the DLA A7. Then the lymphocyte abnormalities. The primary abnormalities, either these are present within the B or T lymphocytic cells, because these both of the cells, these are the responsible for regulating the immune response or the major cells of the immune response. Then the MHC presentation of all antigenic peptide to these cells will be defective in case of the cells are abnormal. Then the abnormalities in the lymphocyte could affect any one of the mechanism that normally maintains the self tolerance. Means due to the abnormalities within the lymphocyte, there is the failure of central and peripheral tolerance. Due to that, it is resulted within the development of autoimmune diseases. The failure of central tolerance. Inside the primary lymphoid organ, the central tolerance, it is carried out through the positive and negative selection, and majorly if there is the no proper central tolerance, it is get developed, then there is the failure of central tolerance, and the T cells, these are responsible for developing the autoimmunity. Now the central tolerance, that is within the primary lymphoid organ, these T cells, these are educated through the positive and negative selection. Here the peripheral tolerance, that is the clonal energy, it is observed. The T and B cells require more than just a ligation of the antigen specific receptor for their activation. In the absence of second co-stimulatory signal, the cells, these are entered a state of energy. Means without the co-stimulatory signals, there is no activation of these B and T cells. The energetic cells, these are unable to fully respond to the normal antigen stimulation. Then the polyclonal lymphocyte activation. The stimulation of non-deleted self-reacting lymphocyte. Whenever there is the self-reacting cells, these are not properly removed, and there is the stimulation of such type of the cells, there is the development of diseases. Majorly for this, the lipopolysaccharide components of the microorganisms, these are responsible for the polyclonal B cell activation. Then the bacterial superantigens, these are also responsible for polyclonal activation of the T cells. Now these are the some example of the autoimmune diseases and the organs which are affected by that autoimmune diseases. The first one, it is the insulin dependent diabetes mellitus, that is the IDDM, which is related with the pancreas. Then immune thrombocytopenic purpura, again it is related with the platelets. Hemolytic anemia, it is related with the red blood cells. Systemic lupus erythematosus, which is systemic in nature, it is non-organ specific, it is related with the kidneys, skin, joints, muscles, nerves, lungs, heart, valves and the gastrointestinal tract. The Graves' disease, which is organ specific, it is related with the thyroid gland. Then the pernicious anemia, it is related with the gastrointestinal tract. Myasthenia gravis, it is related with the acetylcholine receptor on the muscle cells. Ulcerative colitis, it is related with the gastrointestinal tract. And the rheumatoid arthritis, it is related with the joints and the other organs. So these are the some examples of the autoimmune diseases, and here it is the information about some specific mechanisms of the autoimmune diseases and the types of autoimmune diseases. So if you like this video, please subscribe my channel and also share this video with your friends. Thank you.